The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. The more laws and restrictions there are, the poorer people become. The sharper the weapons, the more trouble in the land. A journey is like marriage. The certain way to be wrong is to think you control it. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Only the wisest and the stupidest of men never change. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. Be not ashamed of mistakes and thus make them crimes. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. Study the past if you would define the future. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. Virtue alone is not enough to govern. Law must be added. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize him. The man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. No snowflake ever falls in the wrong place. Respond intelligently even to unintelligent treatment. When wealth is centralized, the people are dispersed. When wealth is distributed, the people are brought together. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. A wise man never loses anything if he has himself. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. When the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. You cannot open a book without learning something. The object of the superior man is truth. If you are patient in one moment of anger, you will escape 100 days of sorrow. The harder you try to forget something, the more you remember it. Be strict with yourself, but gentle with others. To lead uninstructed people to war is to throw them away. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Knowing how to act is the foundation of all leadership. Do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise. Seek what they sought. It is not the length of life, but the depth of life that matters. The wise adapt themselves to circumstances, as water molds itself to the vessel that contains it. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. An invisible thread connects those who are destined to meet. Let your workings remain a mystery. Just show people the results. A person grows with adversity, not comfort. The one who plants trees, knowing that he will never sit in their shade, has started to understand the meaning of life. The best fighter is never angry. Stillness is the ruler of movement. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Sometimes the most important thing in a whole day is the rest we take between 2 deep breaths. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world. Success has many fathers, but failure is an orphan. Your mind is your prison when you focus on your fear. Flow with whatever may happen, and let your mind be free. True wisdom lies in gathering the precious things out of each day. The man who fears suffering is already suffering from what he fears. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Don't be over-righteous and don't be over-wise. Why destroy yourself? Beware of the man who has nothing to lose, for he has nothing to fear. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance. The wise grows it under his feet. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. A bad word whispered will echo 100 miles. The bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that resists. Knowing others is cleverness. Knowing yourself is true enlightenment. Only when you can be extremely pliable and soft can you be extremely hard and strong. Words are the voice of the heart. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Even a hare will bite when it is cornered. Calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence. He who blames others has a long way to go on his journey. He who blames himself is halfway there. He who blames no one has arrived. Let your heart be as a lake with a calm, still surface and great depths of kindness. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. We have 2 lives. The second begins when we realize we only have one. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you save his life. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. When you see a good person, think of becoming like him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. If you hate, then you have already been defeated. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. The person attempting to travel 2 roads at once will get nowhere. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. Third, by experience, which is the bitterest. When anger rises, think of the consequences. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. That is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve. Bad things are very easy to get. He who attends to his greater self becomes a great man. He who attends to his smaller self becomes a small man. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. Think of tomorrow. The past can't be mended. The man who says he can, and the man who says he cannot, are both correct. If you act wisely, good things tend to happen. Act like a fool, and bad things tend to happen. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. He who flatters a man is his enemy. He who tells him of his faults is his true friend. The truth is not always beautiful, nor are beautiful words always the truth. 3 things never come back: time, word, and opportunity. So do not waste time, choose words wisely, and do not miss the opportunity. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is still small. Friendship is one mind in 2 bodies. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. You too need not do anything but be yourself. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. The noble person uses things. The lesser man is used by things. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Never venture, never win. Without determined effort, there is no brilliant achievement. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength. Loving someone deeply gives you courage. The funniest people are often the saddest ones. You can't trust a man who has nothing to lose. An enemy is a friend who knows too much about you. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Tell me and I will forget. Show me and I may remember. Involve me and I will understand. An intelligent person avoids extremes, both self-indulgence and extravagance. No matter how busy you think you are, you must find time for reading, or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal, and as though you were scared of missing it. Attack the evil within yourself rather than attacking the evil in others. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. The more you don't have sex, the less you want it. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. It is better to light one small candle of gratitude than to curse the darkness. Happiness is when you are understood. Great happiness is when you are loved. Real happiness is when you love. To complain about an unpleasant thing is to double the evil. To laugh at it is to destroy it. There are 1,000 lessons in defeat, but only one in victory. Silence is a source of great strength. If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should remain silent. A leader leads by example, not by force. Do not conquer the world with force. Force only causes resistance. Treat others as you would wish to be treated. This is the shortest path to benevolence. I once tried thinking for an entire day, but I found it less valuable than one moment of study. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Nothing is softer or more flexible than water, yet nothing can resist it. The way is near, but men seek it afar. It is in easy things, but men search for it in difficult things. Don't thank or curse heaven. It's just the natural result of your actions. The will to win, the desire to succeed, and the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that unlock personal excellence. The great man is the one who does not lose his child's heart. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. True virtue is not afraid of criticism. When you drink the water, remember the spring. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. Better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. Do not try to fight darkness. Just increase the light. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances, just as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. A single conversation with a wise man is better than 10 years of study. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Even a journey of 10,000 miles starts with a single thought. Forget the slander you hear before you forget the favor you receive. If you want to know your past, look into your present conditions. If you want to know your future, look into your present actions. Hatred does not cease by hatred. Only by love it ceases. This is an eternal law. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. He who knows how to enjoy life does not need to escape it. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Every step you take should be deliberate and purposeful. The root of all suffering is attachment. Let go of what was, accept what is, and have faith in what will be. Those who rush things too much often miss the ripest fruit. He who is afraid to ask is ashamed of learning. Don't overthink. Just let it happen naturally. Practice silence. It's the strongest reply to nonsense. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. To achieve greatness, start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. People grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Don't push the river, it flows by itself. Stand like a mountain, flow like a river. Be still like a mountain and flow like a great river. Patience is power. A calm mind is the ultimate weapon against chaos. When the heart is right, the path is easy. True teaching is not about filling the mind, but awakening the soul. Silence reveals more truth than 1,000 words. A great warrior is not the one who defeats others, but the one who defeats himself. Do not seek the light. Become the light. The way forward is to flow, not to force. He who fears loss is already defeated. Simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. The wise man embraces change as a river embraces the stones. To lead others, walk behind them. Even the most beautiful flower withers. Only virtue blooms forever. You cannot see your reflection in boiling water. Still your mind. Fame is the shadow of virtue, not the goal of life. The loudest man in the room often has the emptiest soul. The one who knows enough knows not to speak too much. Strength without kindness is weakness in disguise. Do not chase butterflies. Tend your garden, and they will come. When your cup is full, stop pouring. You find the path not by walking, but by becoming the path. A day of learning is a day of peace. To know peace, first know yourself. The higher the mountain, the deeper the roots. Words are wind. Action is thunder. In all things, the middle way brings harmony. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. True freedom is when nothing can disturb your inner peace. You are not rich until you have something money can't buy. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who controls himself is mighty. Bend like bamboo, not break like dry wood. A full belly does not teach the value of food. Where pride begins, wisdom ends. Live in such a way that your presence is a blessing and your absence is felt. Each breath is a gift. Don't waste it in anger. You can't calm the storm, so stop trying. Calm yourself. The storm will pass. Listen to the wind, and you will hear the truth. The path to greatness lies through the valley of humility. Nothing outside can disturb you unless you allow it inside. Great minds seek clarity, not noise. Let your life speak, not your lips. The universe does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. To forget is not to forgive. To forgive is to free yourself. Build your character before your reputation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make the moment perfect. The deepest wisdom is often hidden in the simplest acts. The quieter you become, the more you hear. Let go of control and find your true direction. You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is a habit. A wise man learns more from silence than a fool does from words. If you chase 2 rabbits, you will catch none. The strongest tree is rooted deepest in the storm. Let go of what was. Accept what is. Trust what will be. You cannot open a book without learning something. Those who stand for nothing fall for everything. He who hurries cannot walk with grace. Before conquering the world, master your mind. The sun does not rush, yet it warms the earth. A sharp tongue cuts deeper than a sword. Success is not in reaching the top, but in climbing with honor. Speak only if your words are better than silence. To know the path, walk it. He who is afraid to lose has already lost. The quieter your mind, the clearer your decisions. When you stop trying to be everything, you become something. Judge not the waves until you've sailed the sea. The moon reflects light, but never seeks to shine. A kind word can heal deeper wounds than medicine. Harmony comes not from control, but from understanding. The deeper the roots, the taller the tree. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Greatness is built in the shadows, not in applause. Wisdom grows in stillness, not in noise. Don't water weeds with your energy. A peaceful man is richer than a king in chaos. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Your reaction is your responsibility. A wise enemy is better than a foolish friend. Pain is the teacher, but reflection is the lesson. When the ego dies, the soul awakens. True wealth is peace of mind. Don't climb mountains to be seen. Climb so you can see. A heart without gratitude is like a lamp without oil. Before fixing the world, heal your inner world. A good listener hears what's not said. Fear lives in the future. Peace lives in the now. Better to be alone than in poor company. Fall 7 times, rise 8. Be the river, not the rock. Those who look outside dream. Those who look within awaken. You lose nothing by being kind. Let your peace be louder than your opinions. To understand others is knowledge. To understand yourself is enlightenment. One moment of patience can prevent a lifetime of regret. Kindness is a language the blind can see and the deaf can hear. Your habits decide your future, not your hopes. The greatest distance is between the mind and the heart. A man of wisdom does not need to speak to be heard. The mind is like water. When calm, it reflects truth. If you know the value of time, you will not waste it on anger. A wise man speaks less, observes more, and understands deepest. The seed of greatness is watered with patience. He who cannot endure the small trials will never achieve great victories. Control your emotions or they will control you. To correct the world, first correct your own thoughts. A glowing lamp can light 1,000 others without losing its flame. You cannot outrun your shadow, but you can walk with it in peace. Mastery begins with humility. A calm spirit brings clarity even in storms. The weight of regret is heavier than the burden of discipline. Choose the direction of your thoughts. They choose the direction of your life. The body follows the mind, and the mind follows the heart. Do not fear moving slowly, only fear standing still. Kindness to others is strength. Kindness to yourself is wisdom. He who avoids conflict builds lasting bridges. Seek less to be right, more to understand. The one who forgives first is the strongest. A proud heart builds walls. A humble one builds doors. Peace is not found outside, it is built inside. Your future depends on what you tolerate today. Do not react. Respond with wisdom. Let your stillness become your power. A wise soul carries no grudges, only lessons. The more you simplify, the more space you create for joy. Let your focus be like the moon, steady and undistracted. What you resist, persists. What you accept, transforms. Do not disturb the peace to prove a point. Even one drop of discipline can overflow into a life of success. Power used without wisdom becomes destruction. Let your scars be stories, not excuses. Don't fear being alone. Fear losing yourself in the crowd. Let go of praise and blame. Be like the sky, unchanged by clouds. The one who serves others uplifts himself. Greatness is silent until it is needed. True success is not in possession, but in presence. Time reveals truth better than arguments. Your energy introduces you before your words. Strength is revealed not when things go well, but when they fall apart. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. A wise person lets go before life forces them to. The mind that judges cannot learn. If you lose your temper, you lose your wisdom. A gentle heart can move mountains. Live so that your presence brings peace and your absence brings thought. Be more interested in your character than your image. The tree bends in the storm because it knows strength is in flexibility. What nourishes your soul is more important than what impresses the world.